but it didn't feel to me when we were kids like we were rich. Anyway, we made the movie. I think Goonies had a price tag of something like $50 million, I was never really sure. But it employed hundreds of people and would likely financially benefit the lawyers and the executives and many others, including the shareholders of Warner Brothers, i.e. members of the public, who were enjoying the freedom and risks of capitalism and were looking for a good investment besides land. When it came time to promote the film, I was brought with my fellow Goonies to a hotel in Westwood, conveniently. UCLA is kind of adjacent community where my alma mater, I grew up riding my bike around there. And without one word of guidance from anyone, because I think they thought it would be better if they hadn't like programmed the kids what to say, just let us go up there and answer the questions honestly. We went into a room with dozens of cameras and journalists. It was a press conference, and I watched as Dick Donner, our director, was fielding questions. My microphone was sitting right in front of me, and I remember having the distinct thought, holy crap, I better have something to say. No one, and least of all me, no one, at least most people, and certainly not me, wanted to seem trite or trivial. So I knew as I sat there that I had to be as articulate as possible, as informed as possible, and filled with as much meaning as possible. So there, in that moment, is born, from a set of values given by my parents, namely to be a conscientious and upstanding member of society who cares about people, particularly those who are disadvantaged. And I was encouraged to have a spirit of brotherly love for my fellow man, and had the desire to nurtured in me to want to live in a world where nations work together, envisioning a clean and safe place where peace and prosperity and harmony reign, etc. So there, at that very moment, was born a new member of the Hollywood liberal media elite. A prepubescent member of the liberal media elite, but someone who realized at that moment that there was a direct connection between the creation of a really fun movie, the studio's financial need to make as many members of the public aware of the movie as possible, and the requisite response from the public to enjoy the movie, hopefully, and then possibly to develop an even greater curiosity about those who made it, particularly those of us who were in it, because we were so cool, and people might want to be friends with us. These newly minted audience members and neophyte cultural connoisseurs might therefore be willing to listen to what we have to say off-screen about the movie, of course, but perhaps about anything else. Global warming, animal rights issues, healthcare, whatever. Well, this newfound authority, well, if not authority influence, actually visibility is probably the best word. This newfound visibility is conferred not on merit or the basis of any particular knowledge or expertise in an area that a celebrity may wish to amplify, but by the curiosity of the public. What follows from that is an opportunity to become knowledgeable, to develop yourself, to become a good advocate for the things you believe in. In short, what follows is an opportunity for leadership. For me, it was through the Goonies, by playing the part of a leader and being put into a pop cultural space capsule and launched into my teenage years with the sense that, what I had to say matters. I knew, or at least I felt, that my life was going to carry with it certain opportunities, responsibilities, and even some burdens as I moved forward. The microphones are bigger than ever before now, and it's easy for people's views, however underdeveloped, to explode across the airwaves. Unsuspecting listeners and viewers are frequently subjected to discourse whose only outcome can be confusion, mistrust, and distraction. Obviously, celebrities quite often exacerbate the problem. But it is really everyone's responsibility to advance discussions toward a state of greater understanding, to search for solutions to problems together that truly benefit everyone's interest to the extent possible. And while this sounds obvious, I bet even in some of your classes there are questions that are raised or comments made that are more designed to kind of aggrandize the person asking them than to really get greater understanding or meaning that's going to benefit the whole group. I'm certainly guilty of it. Maybe even like right now I'm guilty of it, but I'm sure that's out there. And it's not good.